What's up, it's Nez, and welcome back to What Remains of Edith Finch. I was a mess last episode. Lewis! Oh no! Lewis! Apparently, Lewis has passed into the afterlife on his own accord. It was a great shame, too. He had a nice setup. He only wanted to be a streamer or a gamer. That's all he ever wanted, was adventure and maybe some marijuana.
He was so proud of being Indian. I think for him, it was a way to be something other than just a Finch.
Rest in peace, Lewis. Rest in peace. Where else will this family curse take us?
On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie. I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder.
Hello? Whose room is this?
I wish we'd stayed.
Missing posters.
But I understand why we left.
This, in loving memory of Lewis Finch, Edith, Mom. Whose room is this? Is this our room or Grandma Edie's room? Teach to learn, Don Finch.
My mom ended up leaving everything behind.
Oh, this is Mom's room.
What happened that night had been coming for a long time. Maybe it should have come sooner.
And this might be ours. Hello there, little burb. Oh no, so many family members have died. You're the only one I have left. There are no pets even.
But it had to end one way or another. All that's left now is to tell you about that last night.
This is Edith's room. We're gonna do her story. Edith. A feather pen? Edith Finch.
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final nights apart."
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
You were the last ones left. You were the last 3 people left in the family. You were all planning to leave.
the power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles.
Oh
When my
no.
mom was at the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance. Or that Edie had a key to it.
Are Mom and Grandma Edie both gonna die today?
That thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house. Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning. Okay?
Did Dawn really believe in the stories? Did she really believe in the family curse? Because it didn't seem like she didn't.
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way out.
Who are we playing as now?
It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground. There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean. They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years.
We're playing as Grandma
it
Edie.
smelled awful. You know, I've seen that house every day of my life. But I never thought I'd go back to it. When the fog rolled in, I lost my way.
Grandma Edie, no! You shouldn't be out in the fog like this.
Turned around.
What? We'll keep going straight, right? Eventually we'll hit the house, right? Grandma Edie!
For a while, I wondered. I started seeing things.
Oh, that was the asshole deer that killed Uncle Sam! Great Uncle Sam!
Things I'd forgotten had ever existed. But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me.
The old furniture!
Or maybe I came back to them. Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it. Let go.
Nope, nope,
I
nope.
kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car. I never saw Great Grandma Edie again.
No! Grandma! We can't leave you
My
there!
van came to pick her up, but she was already gone.
Grandma!
After that, we moved around a lot. We both tried to make the best of it. A few years went by. My mom didn't like to talk about it, but she started getting sick a lot.
Oh no.
The rest happened pretty quickly.
Oh no, Mom.
She got better for a while, and then she didn't. And then I was alone. The last Finch left alive. Until I found out about you. I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes and appreciate how strange and brief all of this is.
Oh my.
This journal was supposed to be for you. But now I hope you'll never see it. I just want to meet you and tell you all these stories myself. But I guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way.
These are Grandma Edie's words, not ours.
This is where your story begins.
No
I'm sorry
way.
I won't be there to see it.
No!
It's a lot to ask.
This
but I
was
don't
our
want you
words.
to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all.
This is for our child! This is for our unborn child! That's our kid! That's our baby boy! Oh my. You can't stop it. No one can stop it. Just like how Grandma Edie wrote that journal for Edith. We wrote this one for our kid, our child, the unborn child of the game. Us. We as a player was the unborn child. The last member of the Finch family aside from Edith. Her child. This game was absolutely brilliant. It's not one of your normal first-person experience games. It took every bit of gameplay that it had and made it part of the narrative. There was an absolute sync with what happened on screen and how you were controlling the game. It made it like we were actually there, controlling everything, opening doors, opening locks, opening secrets. Oh, the Finch family. This is a story about family. This is a story about appreciating what you have with your family. Because they could be gone at any time. Appreciating your childhood. Appreciating who you have in your life. Look at all these developers and their childhood photos. There's a lot about this game that invokes about the strength of family and the importance of it. And what could happen when they're all gone. We take for granted the things that we see every day. Yet the Finch family, they knew it was all eventually gonna end one way or another. And yet, they were still a family. They never gave up. I'm sure a few of them looked like they did, but they all knew it was coming. So they tried supporting one another. This game, let me just say, it's a masterful piece of storytelling. It deserves absolutely every bit of praise that it's gotten. And yeah, it was definitely an experience. It wasn't a game. It was like an interactive pop-up book, an interactive story. You were literally in it. You got so invested in this family that you never actually knew. But through their stories, it was real nonetheless.